Well, I guess to start us, I talked to you at a similar time of your life when you were in high school. I was just wondering, how does this kind of compare being a senior here to what you went through as a senior in high school? Do you kind of see the same kind of development as a player that you had, back then? Or
Yeah, I see a little more development
Mhm.
with like my shot and just in general with college level basketball and stuff like that.
Yeah. What have you liked about just being at this school and the experience you've had here over the last 4 years? Like, what's been your favorite parts of being a player here?
Well, it's close to home, so that's always good. And I just like SUNY Canton. It's a good campus and
hmm
in general.
What are the perks? Because your coach was talking about the two when you can play college basketball so close. I mean, how many relatives do you usually have at most of your home games? Would you guess?
A few, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are always there.
Yeah.
I get aunts and uncles that come, cousins.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Were there any schools that were further away that you'd looked at before you decided to go here? Like, was there anything that was not really close that you were considering?
Yeah, I looked downstate, but
Mhm.
I think they got my major here, basketball, and close to home, so why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you too. When you first started playing here, what were some things you noticed about this level that you were gonna have to, learn quick if you wanted to do well here? Like, were there any big adjustments you had to make as a player going from like the NAC to here?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, I came right in and I just fit right in here.
Yeah. Did you expect to be starting right away? I saw you've pretty much been a starter your whole career. You're
Not
like,
really. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, going from high school to college, you think like, okay,
Yeah.
like time to really get at it. But
Yeah.
I just fit in. I was ready to start, and
Okay. I noticed too, looking at your bio on the website, that you've pretty much had better numbers every single year of your career. Too. Are you kind of proud of the fact that you've always been able to kind of keep growing as a player since
yeah,
you've been here?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And being in a leadership role too, I was going to ask you about what have you liked about that role the last couple of years?
I love being a leader, captain. I love doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it a weird adjustment too, though, when you go from being like a senior in high school, then you're a freshman somewhere else again, and you kind of go from that role to being like,
Yeah, I was a little nervous at first,
Yeah.
like having girls older than me, and I was like the leader.
Oh yeah.
But
I was curious about Coach Tallon. What do you like about playing for him? Like, what's been fun about having him as a coach?
Gosh, he's a great guy. I like playing for him a lot.
Yeah. What impressed you, like, when you were going through the recruiting process and he was talking to you? Like, what were some things you noticed about him that you liked back then, if you remember that far away?
Oh gosh, I don't know. He was just always at all my games, and he really wanted me, so that was another reason why I came here. So.
Oh, yeah. And I was wondering too, obviously, not to bring up depressing stuff, but obviously there's only a couple of weeks left in the season. Is it kind of sunk in yet that you're almost done, with your career?
Definitely.
What's kind of your mood about that?
It sucks, but
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
whatever. Life goes on.
Oh, yeah. Do you see yourself playing any kind of competitive basketball after high school or after college, rather?
Probably just pick up stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just curious. How tough is that to kind of give up though? Like, as you've been playing, I imagine you've been on teams for years now.
Yeah,
And,
it's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough, but
Yeah.
pick up. I'll do that stuff.
Being a senior, I should ask you about real life too. I was just wondering, what do you want to do for a living when you get out of here? Like, what's kind of your career goal?
Right now, I'm applying to a couple grad schools. I want to be a strength and conditioning coach.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I'm at right now.
Would that be like kind of for all sports in general, or do you want to be more just one for basketball, or do you want to
I just want to be at like a college facility working with whatever athletes I can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and what kind of got you interested in that kind of career? Was there any,
I actually took allied health back in high school, and I got to job shadow with the strength and conditioning coach over at Clarkson.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I realized that's what I want to do.
That's interesting.
Yep.
And how many years, like after this, how many years of college would you probably need to be able to do that? Like
Probably 2 more.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how
Just
much.
to get my master's, yeah.
Oh, yeah. At the start, I was wondering about just how Brianna's developed over her career here. I saw looking at the stats that she's kind of had better scoring numbers every single year of college.
Yes.
That's something you like to see as a coach, somebody that kind of gets better every single year.
Yeah, I think the maturity, of course, as you know, Cap, going through stages of your life. And I think Bree has done just that. She's worked on her game, and she has improved immensely. When I say immensely, she's improved each year. All right? And in doing so, she's increased her rebounding and her shooting, and especially also her foul shooting, which is another very important aspect. And with Bree, she loves the game, so when you talk with her, she's listening.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes you talk to somebody and you see a blank expression on their face saying, I'm not getting through it. She's always been good about that. And I think that's helped her a lot. And she's been captain for a couple of years, so she's very determined, shall we say, and I like that.
As far I was just curious, like, what do you remember about watching her when you were kind of recruiting her as a high school player that impressed you?
I like the potential I saw in her, okay? And that was the key. When you look at certain players, you say, you know what? If we can work on this with her or work on that, she's going to be a decent player. And that's exactly what Bree became. Not more than just a decent player, but a good player because, number one, she listened. Number two, she did what was asked of her, and by doing that, she improved her game.
Yeah, and her coach, I remember because I did a feature on her high school too, had mentioned similar stuff.
Okay.
Is that something, I don't know if you talked to the coaches when you recruited about what the kids are like, but was she kind of everything he said she would be?
Yes,
Sort of,
yes.
yeah.
I was not disappointed whatsoever. Right. And you know, too, Kemp, in this day and age, it's interesting, too, with young players that not only is Bree concentrating on the court, off the court also, because academically she's quite good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that to me, as a coach, that's very important, both of them. And I know people say it, but I really believe it because those are they're the players who are going to go on to be successful.
You know, I see the one tough part of your job is, every 4 years these people leave. I mean, it's kind of sunk in that you only have maybe a handful of games left with her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the other thing, Gavin, you remember when we were a 2-year school, I mean, we lost him in 2 years. You're like, okay, at least with the 4. And she is one of the first 4-year graduates here, okay? And I like that, too. I like that.
How tough will it be to just kind of fill her place next year when she is gone? I mean,
it's tough. It's going to have to be. I call her like a small forward, very rugged. Will go in for the boards. A good shooter, okay, but concentrates on the game. Finding that type of person is always tough, okay. And Division III is tough. It's tough, without the scholarships, et cetera, et cetera. But I'll take anyone that is similar at all to her. We'd be very happy with.
That's great too. Coming from the area, what do you think it means to those kind of players when they can come here and do well too?
Yeah, I like that a lot because that sells the program, it sells the college, and the big thing is locally. Yeah, I like talking with you and stuff. They get the visibility. Sometimes if you go away at a Division III school, 2 school, nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong, but you don't get the publicity you can get at a local, being a local player at a local college, and I like that idea. And I've always liked that idea, Gab. Always, no matter what 2-year level, 4-year level. Yeah. Yeah.
This last thing is, but hers just, see, being a senior, she's got to start planning for her life. Do you see her being somebody that's going to be successful, kind of no matter what she decides to do?
Yes. And Cap, you've been around sports long enough. To me, a team player is a person on the court that when they go into a job setting, a professional setting, they hopefully use the same skills. And you know what they are. You got to work with your coworkers. You don't always have to be buddies, but you got to work with them. And you've got to be focused on what the company is asking of you, etc. I think Bree will be successful in that area. I do. She's looking to go to Florida. She'll